Hey, Shalom Akim, giving all praises, honor, and glorification to Yahuwah, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakudash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, shalom to the elect. Alright? Yahuwah by Hashem Yahushai is going to take down the pride of the wicked, okay? The wicked being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and these other nations, okay? Because they're completely in their pride, okay? And what's pride? Scriptures tell you that pride is when someone departeth from his maker. See that in Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from Yahuwah by Hashem Yahushai, and his heart is turned away from his maker. So when one's mind is turned away from his creator. And how do you turn away from your creator? By not going along with the structure that he put in place, the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? That's pride, thinking that you can do your own thing. Okay? Verse 13, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. All right, and that's what we're seeing. We're living in the midst of abominable people. Okay, speaking of these other nations. All right, starting with the so-called white man, which he's the one that's in rulership. All right, and the scriptures tell you, in the second verse of the same chapter, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man that ruleth the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, so all people are pride, because Esau, Edom, the ruler, is the most proud, as it is written. Okay, he's likened unto the most proud. Okay, scriptures tell you that the pride of his heart has deceived him. All right, now because he's the ruler now, everybody's in their pride too. Okay, they're not taking account the majesty of Yahuwah Hashem Yahushai's laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, they're not considering his judgment. All right, Sirach 10 and verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. All right, so ultimately Yahuwah Hashem Yahushai is going to overthrow them. Okay, for their folly. Okay, the Lord is going to overthrow them for their wickedness, for their pride. Okay, that's why it says in the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, and that's the state of people right now. They're in their pride, so they don't think that the Lord, their mind is turned away from their maker. Okay, so they don't think that the Lord brings judgment. Okay, they don't think that the Lord is going to bring justice. Okay, repay them repay people for their works. All right, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So they're not going to escape what the Lord is going to bring. Okay, the calamities, the torments. Okay, the fire that the Lord is going to bring, they're not going to be able to escape. All right, so it says here, in fact, let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 2 and verse you know what, let's go Isaiah 10. Yeah, Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the hardiness of the terrible. All right, so we're going to take down the pride. Okay, the arrogancy, the haughtiness, okay, the lofty looks of the terrible, of these Edomites, okay, and these other nations. All right, and that's one of the things that the Lord despises the most. Okay, a proud look. This is a Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things that the Lord hate. Yahuwah Hashem Yahushai hates these things. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. All right, And these are characteristics of the Edomites, okay? All right, of one that has turned his heart, his mind from his maker. All right. Right. So it says here. Now let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 10. And they're not going to be able to escape once again, okay? Because the Lord is really going to put his grips on all. He's going to put a grip on all these Edomites, man. Okay, all of them. All right. This is Isaiah 2 and 10. It says, "Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty." Right? So when they're going to see the power of Yahuwah Shem Yahshua, they're going to hide, man, in the rocks, or in those different bunkers, wherever, the mountains, try to hide from Yahuwah Shem Yahshua. Verse 11, "The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day." Right? So that pride vibration that they're on right now, that's going to cease, man. Okay, seeing that, the sun is out, it's summertime, well, it's like it's actually spring, but the sun is out. All right, so people just want to go back to their folly. All right, you know and just keep going with the madness that they're on. Scriptures tell you that folly is set in great dignity. All right, and that's how they like it. But the Lord is not with that. The Lord's going to bring judgment. Okay, it says here, for verse 12, "For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low." All right. So those that were on high, they're going to be brought low, just like the rich man in the parable of the Lazarus and the rich man. Well, he was exalted. Okay, he wasn't sitting in a high place, but then finally the Lord visited him, man. Okay, judgment came. All right, judgment came. Okay, and well, let's get it real quick. And then finally, there was basically a change of position. Okay, he was sitting low, and Lazarus was sitting high, because what? Because he was profiting from being in a rich state and not caring about the poor. Right? It says that he was basically giving them the crumbs, giving Lazarus the crumbs, or Lazarus was just being fed the crumbs. Well, that's going to be changed, man. Okay, they're going to be in confusion. They're going to be in the dust. They're going to be eating crumbs. All right. Speaking of the wicked, Luke 16 and verse 25. "But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime received thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented." All right. Because pride doesn't profit. Pride is vain, man. Okay, it doesn't profit. Okay, why are you proud? How can you be proud against the Most High, man? Okay, the powers, the angels. Okay, those that have greater power, glory than men. All right. All right. So this is a good parable to read. But now let's go back to Isaiah 2, and we were at 11. "The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up." So all these governments that are sitting on high, okay, they're going to be brought low. "And upon every," it says here, "and upon every tower, and upon every fence wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish." All right. Okay, because once again, this madness is not gonna go on, man. Okay, It's not gonna go on for long. Okay, the Lord ultimately is gonna make the pride of these devils to cease. Okay. Slack y'all. This is right. Says here. This is Isaiah 5:14. Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure. Right, because the Lord's gonna bring them to a lower state. Okay, that hell is a lower state, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. So they're gonna go into a lower state, just like the rich man. Okay, in the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, verse 15, and the mean man shall be brought down, and the mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. Okay, and who's the mighty man? Really, these Edomites, Babylon the Great. These Babylonians, man, they are the mighty. Okay, currently. The Lord's gonna take them down out of their rulership, man. Okay, and all these other peasants, Edomites that are following that vibration of pride, that's gonna stop, man. When the famine hits, that's gonna stop, man. Okay, all right. When the famine hits, when it's wartime, all that is gonna stop, man. Okay, women are gonna humble themselves greatly. Isaiah 24:4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Okay, because hey, once Jacob's trouble starts, man, things are gonna change drastically. Okay, it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have it says verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Right, because Esau Edom is in rulership. That's why this thing is going Salakia. Right, so because these Edomites are in rulership, that's why the earth is in the way that it is right now, man. Completely friggin' the earth is man, it's in a bad state. All right, I don't want to say it's it's on life support, man. Okay, all right. It needs rejuvenating, man, and that's gonna come when Yahuwah returns. All right, all right. And verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languishes, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. Okay, so those that were happy, man, they're gonna sigh in that time, and the pride is gonna cease. Okay, the mirth of Tabish ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth, man. Okay, so all that partying, that mirth, going out to the club, that's gonna stop, man. Okay, verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Okay, all right, and they're gonna come seeking for answers, man. Okay, in that day. But yeah, man, so ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna take down the pride of these devils, man. Okay, and it's gonna hit them suddenly. Okay, at unawares, man. All right, so hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glorification to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Hakudash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.